Once upon a time, there were two best friends. One of them had a computer and the other one sucked.
For you. Alright. Are you ready, Mr. Krabs, despite the fact that I can see the waveform? Because you are ready, clearly.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm ready.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Chillin with the Villains.
What's up? It's, you guys haven't even seen the last one yet, so...
Yeah, I'm going to edit that after we finish this.
So, yeah. It's still the Villains. We're still alive.
Despite our best efforts.
Yeah, I mean, we really...
Okay, no, actually, you know what I'm really surprised that you did in the last Chillin' that we recorded that hasn't even gone up yet?
What did I fucking do?
That you freely offered information about your personal life. You freely offered that you were engaged. That is not something you typically do on the channel.
Is it not?
No.
I swear to God, I used to tell stories about, like, my ute and other things.
But nothing recent.
No, we would talk about recent things. We talked about, like, when we first moved to Arizona.
Yeah, but, like, you wouldn't offer the girl you were dating at the time, you wouldn't offer any information about your relationship with them. Like, all the, like, personal information that you would offer was, like, workplace kind of goofs and gaffs. Or, like, random shit that could never be traced back to you.
I guess it's kind of fair. I don't really know. People get engaged. Like,
yeah, I know, but it was just one of those,
like, they're not gonna, like, rush to Google and be like, who's engaged now? You know, like,
no, but it's one of those
got a list
things
and
where,
I'm at the fucking top.
Like, that's how you know that we have, like, definitely, like, changed substantially since we, like, last recorded, like, since we last brought back the channel for, like, 3 months. Is that,
hey,
like,
those Cybercrush videos, man.
Dude, those Cybercrush videos were so good.
I think they're still, like, one of the more popular series that we put out. Anytime we put out a fucking porn game, you degenerates come flocking.
The funny thing is, our most viewed series is still Tropical Liquor.
Tropical Liquor, maybe Mirror. Mirror might have surpassed it.
It got popular enough that it got popped for copyright. Or for guideline violations.
Yep. Yeah.
So I actually had to delete it, and at that point we hadn't.
You deleted Mirror?
No, the one episode.
Oh, just one.
Which was the finale episode.
Oh fuck! The finale's gone.
Yeah, it's been gone for years, and
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so
is it hidden on the channel? Do we still?
No. It was deleted.
Really? Oh man.
So like you could still access it, but it was like this video has violated the guideline, like community guidelines. So I'm like, there's no fucking point. So
what violation?
Sexual stuff, and like it was like sexual content / abuse / something else, and I was like, Jesus, I'm just gonna get rid of this.
Well, yeah, I mean it was Mirror. Mirror was bad, dude.
Mirror was bad.
Mirror was bad. We actually, so for anyone who used to enjoy our fucking content, we stopped doing Cybercrush, not because, like, we just got lazy and stopped filming or anything, but because the content in Cybercrush actually got so bad.
Yeah, I didn't know that it apparently gets, like, really, really dark.
Oh my god, so dark. So fucking dark. And I get it, it's set in, like, a cyberpunk universe, and, like, dark themes is, like, a big part of cyberpunk, but, like, I thought it was just, like, taking advantage of the fact that, like, Cyberpunk 2077 had recently come out.
Yeah, but it apparently goes to a very dark place.
And it was just, like, a goofy porn game. No, we got so much worse than what you fucking saw, which was already pretty bad. Yeah, so that was why we ended up canning that one, and we kind of just, like, then got lazy.
Well, no, life seriously
life definitely happened. Yeah, life seriously got
See,
away.
now that's personal information I will not be offering, because that was a whole thing.
That was a whole thing.
That was a whole thing that spanned the entire time we didn't record.
Kind of.
For 2 of those 3 years, basically.
2 of the 3 years, yeah. We've been...
Wait.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. All right, what? Shit. I wanted to,
You said you had a talking point.
I wanted to, yeah, so in episode 3 of Chillin' with the Villains, we briefly
Oh, yes!
talked about OC superheroes, right? And, like, I was listening to it, and I really, like, I was digging the bit, and I was feeling it again. So I wanted to throw some superheroes at you. Okay. And get your take on them. All I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a name.
Okay. Oh, I thought you were going to have me come up with the name.
No. I'm going to give you names. And
oh my god, he pulled out his phone.
Yes.
He has a list.
I took some fucking notes. Give me a second, let me find it. Shut up. Entertain the people. Go.
I wish I was a straight man with a big pee-pee. Then maybe the girls would like me.
Never do this again.
Never cook again.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Seconds of distraction.
Okay.
Look behind you. Collectively behind all of you.
So, I have a couple villains.
Okay.
Okay, because we did heroes last time.
Right,
Although
okay.
when it was like a anti-hero.
No,
I don't know.
OC vigilante. No, it was a Batman-esque vigilante.
Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna give you some names, and I'm gonna see what you can do with them. All right.
Okay.
Geoscream.
Geoscream. Okay, so for one, he really, really hates the rich. And yes, I'm immediately gendering Geoscream. Geoscream, he was, as a child, raised in the Champagne region of France. Right?
Okay, all right, yeah.
And because of that, as you know, the French really love their monarchies.
The French are all about their monarchies.
The French love their monarchies.
They're no
Geoscream grew up in the 1400s, by the way. He's a timeless being because of the powers of the guillotines and screaming.
Okay.
So he grew up in the Champagne region of France in the 1400s. I don't even know if Champagne was a thing yet.
Okay, all right.
But so he grew up in the time of French monarchy. And as you know, the French loved the guillotine to kill people at that time. So Geoscream was hates the rich, hates the powerful, almost Robin Hood-esque, but a lot more wildly violent because what's the name of that Dark Souls enemy? The lady that just swings around the giant butcher's cleaver. Basically, that's
the butcher.
Sure, shut up. That's Geoscream's weapon of choice. However, Geoscream can also infuse sonic power into his blade by screaming into it, so that the resonation vibrates throughout the steel. And when they swing through the air, it will cause ripples in the airwaves to cause long-range damage.
That's actually how they're here now today, despite being born in the 1400s, I believe you
said? 1400s in the Champagne region.
They actually cut through time by using
they
resonating.
Yeah.
Okay.
They use their final Getsuga Tensho, but like a screaming version.
But so I'm gonna give you a little bit of extra credit points. As it turns out, Champagne, France, was founded in the 5th century. So it was around. I'll give it to you. I looked it up. I gave it a Google, dude.
I'm the GOAT.
I didn't ask Google because
as we all know, Google hates you. I'm the fucking GOAT, dude.
All right, here we go. Up next, this one's gonna be a soft serve. Okay, it's gonna be. I'm lobbing this one to you right here. All right, Rube Goldbergler.
Rube Goldbergler. First of all, she's very, very gay.
Okay.
Incredibly gay. Mm-hmm. Next one.
Okay.
Hey, you lobbed it to me and I missed.
Here we go. This is a good one. I giggled at this. I want you to know that, like, I was coming up with some of these earlier, okay? And for a lot of these, I actually wrote like backstories and stuff for because I was going to throw them at him. And then I got to this one and I just kept laughing at it. So I couldn't write anything down. Like I literally couldn't come up with anything. Blunt Force Mama.
Okay, for one, Blunt Force Mama, ironically, is a man. And Blunt Force Mama likes to use a spiked baseball bat, but the nails, right? They're like hammered, so they're like bent slightly.
Okay.
So if going straight on, you're still going to get blunt force trauma. But when you're being swung at and there's a bunch of nails pointed at you, that's when you're going to be screaming, "Oh mama," which is how Blunt Force Mama got his name.
All right.
Also very gay.
This one's a timeless classic. I'm bringing this one back. The T-Rexecutioner.
Oh, what? That's amazing. That's fucking incredible. I was not expecting that high quality of a name with great punny names, but the T-Rexecutioner is the same like energy as the Velocipaster, right?
Yep.
Like, fuck, dude, the T-Rexecutioner was a fucking was a T-Rex that was
born in Champagne in the 1400s.
Okay, but the T-Rexecutioner, right? I'm gonna try to come up with something cool here instead.
Okay, all right.
Instead of something like Mimi, because that name deserves something cool.
Okay, all right.
So the T-Rexecutioner was actually a dinosaur, right? And much like Jurassic Park, they were brought back with science.
Okay, all right.
With science.
With the science.
However, much like Jeff Goldblum's The Fly, right? In the process of restoring the dinosaur, the T-Rex, there was for somehow, right, there was a guy behind you, collectively behind all of you. That's a bit from our Fire Emblem Sacred Stones playthrough that fucking lives in my head rent free. I want to say it's like episode 97 or something like that.
Yeah, it's something around there.
It's so good. But so there is, for some reason, an escaped convict who found themselves into this lab trying to escape from the police, right? They were preparing to go on death row because they killed the person who killed his family, right? And he killed him in revenge, but because the person was a senator, they were like, "You're gonna fry for this, buddy." So he made his way into this lab while they were transporting him to death row, and he thought the chamber, right, that they were trying to restore this Tyrannosaurus in was an escape, just a giant escape door. So he opened it and ran in right as soon as the clock struck midnight.
Time's getting involved. Here we go.
And then at that point, because the reason it specifically had to go off at midnight, right, was because for some reason there was a trained meteorologist in there as well, right? Like a very world-famous meteorologist. World-renowned meteorologist knew exactly that there's a storm going on, by the way. I forgot to mention that.
God forbid you
it's very
forget
important.
The storm.
It's very important because right at midnight, the meteorologist had predicted that the strongest lightning strike of the evening would occur on their building. So they built and it was
like a lightning tower.
Yeah, so they built
a lightning rod.
No, not a lightning rod. So they built a funnel essentially for the energy, because it would give them just that little bit of extra boost to really soup up this T-Rex. But because the guy ran in there, it combined the vengeance of a man wronged with the power of a Tyrannosaurus, thus creating the T-Rexecutioner.
Okay, so it still kind of works. I don't know if you remember this. This was actually
Justice is scaly.
this is a bit that we did a long time ago. It wasn't somewhere on the channel. It was just a bit between you and me.
What?
But it's an evolution of that bit. At the time, his name was Tyrannosaurus Rax Murderer.
I have zero recollection of this.
Yeah, and it was like late. It wasn't that much later. It was just a little bit later, but it struck me. I was like, "Oh my god, T-Rex Executioner was there the whole time." I was way overcomplicating that bit.
Keep talking.
Anyway, we're gonna probably stop here because we're over our usual time now. Welcome back to the villains.
Our usual... Sorry, one moment. Our usual time started getting closer to like 20 minutes for these.
Because all we do is just fucking
Talk. The ending bit goes on for like 6 minutes typically.
We find the one thing that we think is funny and we just latch onto it.
Or we
sucking it dry.
Or we find the one thing that is so patently unfunny that I just will not shut up about. Like, okay.
You can't be aware of it.
No, it just reminded me because I have ADHD, right? And so, because it was something patently unfunny, I thought of something very funny. There's I don't remember what episode. I've watched a lot of our videos over the last 3 years. It's a comfort thing, right? But there was, I don't know. We were like, "What are we fucking talking about today?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Let's fucking talk about aliens." And then Tokyo was like, "All right, what do you have to say about aliens?" And start talking about how fucked up would it be? Like, do you think we would survive if aliens replaced our blood with applesauce?
Was that in another Fire Emblem episode?
No, that was only in Chillin. But so then you're like, you would die because your blood is applesauce. And then I'm like, no, what if it was replaced with delicious cinnamon applesauce? And you're like, it's cinnamon now? And then I was like... Then I told this story about how, like, I did lights for a show when we were still living in Arizona. We were still living in Tempe.
You used to just eat a fuck ton of applesauce.
Well, no, it wasn't even that I ate a fuck ton of applesauce. There was a jug of applesauce that was being used as, like, porridge, right? Because we were we were doing Christmas Story, or Christmas Carol. And there was one that was, like, mostly full. And I was like, I'll fucking take it. So I ate nothing but applesauce for, like, a week. Well, for like a few days. That's a far over exaggeration. Vastly overestimated. And then I end the bit with like, and I haven't eaten applesauce since then. And then Tokyo laughs and just goes, "This has been the topic of aliens." Anyway, goodbye everybody.